Little Super Dwarf Cavendish banana tree update. I just watered her. These are it's one of my spare bedroom plants, so it's kind of on the back burner, but we're gonna make these plants shine. I guess I don't show a lot of my house plants a lot. I guess I just need to make each one of them shine from time to time. I love them all. Just gonna go right next here to the finger lime tree, and they're both doing super great here in the winter months in a west facing window that's shaded by trees here in zone 7A, Western Kentucky. It's midnight, December 1st, 2nd, and look, we got big chunks of snow coming down. This is lovely. I like it. I'm glad I'm off tomorrow and I'll be able to enjoy this. Good morning, good morning. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and it's my first case with known spider mites. We'll just say that. And I have seen spider mites on my monstera, and I've seen webbing on my rubber tree plant here. I treated this plant probably about a week ago, so I'm going to go ahead, or these plants rather. So I'm going to go ahead and treat them again. I'm waiting to cut this leaf off until it's a little more wilty because it's winter time, and you know, the plants just need to, it's better to leave the leaves on the plants until they wither up pretty good, and then you take them off. That's what they say. So I'm going to try to behave and do what they say. And what's this going on over here? See the white? Is that some sort of mutation, or is it a disease? A virus? I don't know, man. Keep an eye on that. So I'll just show you how I've tackled it. I did see a little tribe of spider mites under a leaf. I can't remember which one. And I sprayed this stuff on it. And then the next day I was able just to rub them off. They were dead, just like the aphids on another plant I had this past summer. So I'll take you along. So I do have a lot of house spiders too. So there's house spider webs, and then there's spider mite webs. And I saw spider mite webbing on my rubber tree plant. Let me see if I can find it for you. And I was almost going to say this plant's going to call me a liar because I couldn't find any, but this isn't the original webbing that I saw, or I think I saw, because it was thicker. It looks more like silk worm webbing on trees, you know, more like that. And this is it right here. See, it's a pretty silky, and it spans under the venation underneath the leaves typically. And so that is spider mite webbing. And so I've been treating these plants with insecticidal soap for both the spider mites and the aphids, and I've had success with that. But in order to, you know, eggs are going to keep hatching and whatever. So about once every week, once every 2 weeks for a while, I'm going to just, you know, go ahead and douse the plants. That way they don't infect anything else. I've been looking at my other plants, and so far they're not showing any signs of spider mites. Oh, forgive me about my voice. I am getting sick. And oh yes, what is this, you may ask? I am experimenting with air layering. This is my first attempt. So I made a wound around the node, and then I put sphagnum moss and some cellophane. It's just Reynolds or Glad cling wrap or whatever, some cheap stuff, and then just some tape lightly around it so it still gets some air in there, so it's, you know, it's not stale. Upon closer inspection, that just looks like it's a little yellowing, not white. So I've got these plants in the shower. Sometimes I'll water or clean off plants in the shower too, so that's been known to happen. And I'm going to shake my insecticidal soap pretty good, and I don't want to shake the camera while I'm doing that, so hang on. Okay, and then I'm just going to start spraying, and then I'll turn the plants and just keep dousing them, and I'm going to get the top of the soil too. Now, I've also seen where people dunk the whole plant in a bucket of insecticidal soap. I'm not there yet. Maybe one day I will be, but for now this seems to be effective. You want to make sure you, oh, I'm sorry. You want to make sure you get the stems, the whole entire of the leaves, the entirety of the plant. Be very, very liberal with it. Not going to hurt nothing at all. You can get it on you. It won't hurt you. Your doggies can lick it. It won't hurt them. All right. Let's turn around and get some more spray. I'm going to put the phone down and really work on the undersides of the leaves. Now I'm just going to let them drip dry in here for an hour or two, and I'll come back and move them back in the window. They say it's preferable to do your pest control treatment at night, but it's like a really overcast day, so I'm not in the winter, or late fall rather, so I'm just not concerned about it. I think it's going to be okay, but I am going to make sure it doesn't drip all over everything and get dried up in here. I'm still pretty sick, so I'm at home today and it's my birthday and I should be at work, but I'm just too dizzy standing around for too long. And I know I'm standing now, but I'm sitting down most of the time. Let me show you this real quick before I go sit down again. Okay, so I took cuttings of all of my cane begonias. I got the Maculata Whitey, Maculata, I don't know. It's probably a Linda Dawn, but I don't know. I'm not that familiar with different cane begonias yet. And then my Special Angel. I got a couple wet sticks here, but you know, they're pushing out new growth. And then upstairs, they're down to basically nubs. There might be one or two small leaves on there. But I just was watching people that have been growing cane begonia for several years in their home with natural light, no grow lights, and their solution for the leaf drop in this situation is to just go ahead and cut them back. Then, you know, they're going to grow back pretty slowly right now, and then when spring and stuff comes around, they're going to do better off. So that's what I decided to do. Just go ahead and take cuttings, and then maybe they'll be ready for a plant swap this spring. We'll see. I'll show you upstairs the nubs after a bit, but for now I'm gonna go sit down. And besides that, Walter says that I need to love him, but I got more milkweed seeds in today. I did put the Synangium lave seed packet in there too. It came from the same people. This is where I got it from. You can look at all my different seed collection, and I was reading these before class started last night, and just some of the sowing instructions, how to get them to germinate, they're kind of different with some of them. So I think with a lot of, I'm going to do, except for the hairy balls, just because of what it said, do not cold stratify that one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of these and put them in winter sowing conditions, and then half of them I'll start in seed trays later and just experiment that way with these. What's going on? Serious business. This doesn't happen down this road that often. Even Walter's looking. Of course, I'm not silly, I'm sick, and I need to sit down and do this inside, so I brought everything in the dining room so I can do it. And it appears that I have more tops than bottoms as far as milk jugs go, so I have to fix that situation eventually. But this I'm going to be working on throughout the day while I'm sick. It's a little bit later, and I wanted to point out that we do have the fireplace going now. Chad came home last night and we loaded up the cart with firewood and started the fire, and obviously loaded in here too. So that's kind of changing the indoor environment a little bit. It is drying out the house more so than the gas heaters or the electric space heaters do. So this is one way we've been doing for several years now to increase the humidity when that happens. But I've also got vases of water sitting around the house as well, because look, pretty, not very humid in here at all. And just a couple days ago, the humidity was in the 40s and 50s. So, yeah, I got the vases sitting around and I've been putting them in the rooms. Oh, this happened a couple days ago. I just forgot to tell you. But also with the fireplace going and that being said, we did open up the window here on the back porch, and so it's nice back there. But it gets hot in here with that fireplace, with the wood stove going. Fireplace wood stove. We do have a fireplace screen for it if we wanted to. It's just more efficient to run it as a wood stove. It's even later on yet, but I think I finally cracked the code with Monstera siltepecana. It just does not like a lot of light. It wants lower light, and it looks way gooder. So now if I can get Crimson Princess / Rubra here on board and Obovata here. So they're on the struggle bus right now, but we're just gonna monitor them. I'll probably end up spraying for pests and stuff like that too next time I take them down. All right, guys, I really am gonna stop this for the day. And I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless.